Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Figure Friday. I'm your host Tama, and today we'll be looking at the Banpresto Relax Time Lum Volume 1 prize figure. Here we go. Opening up the box, there are 3 pieces included. You have Lum's left leg, and a base in the form of a school desk. The leg slots very easily in, like so, and all of the pieces put together look like this. I have to say, finding the right position for Lum to sit on the desk is a little awkward, but she sits nice and sturdy on the desk with no problems thanks to her very flat glutamus maximus. That's short for butt. Upon first glance, the first thing I notice about this figure is that it's quite large. I would estimate probably around 1/7 scale if it were properly measured out. The desk by itself comes out to about 3 inches wide and 4 inches tall, and with Lum sitting upon it, the figure stands at about 8 3/4 inches. Here she is next to a pop-up parade, one of my least favorite. Here she is sitting next to a 1/7 scale figure, next to a mini figure of Lum, and next to the Figuart Zero Lum figure that I reviewed a while back. As you can see, she stacks up quite well compared to other figures in terms of size to price. It's quite impressive being able to pick up a Lum figure of this size for only $26.99, that's what I paid. And considering that low price point, Bandai does provide quite a lot for such a small cost. Can't say, however, that the cost is justified given the extremely poor quality control on this figure. There are some really ugly looking seam lines and a bad paint splotch all around the arms and the legs. The sculpt of the upper body looks like something a middle schooler would make out of clay in art class. It's a little sad. It just looks bulky and uneven, which is definitely not what the beautiful and slim Lum should look like. Bringing more attention to her face, her jawline looks quite chiseled. Arnold Schwarzenegger might be impressed, but I'm certainly not. Looking at the legs, there are a lot of visible paint marks and scratching present all throughout, as displayed here. And the production process is very much visible, as you can see exactly where the mold was split and where the PVC was cast along the side of the figure. Overall, the sculpting is generally unimpressive, but the quality has reached a new standard where the PVC itself looks like it deformed in random spots. Perhaps the mold was faulty or something was wrong with the plastic during production, but there are just random parts throughout the figure that are bumpy or raised up in all the wrong places. It just looks bad. What I can say though is that the hair looks mostly decent, and the design is consistent, and the paint seems pretty solid with the colors looking fairly accurate to the anime reboot. The horns are small and cute, although I do notice some glue marks and scratching around them, probably from being inside of the cardboard box without any protective casing. There is one key feature about this figure. You can put it anywhere you want, really, on any shelf you have, and it'll just sit there quite nicely. It's not tied to the desk and can be removed as you see fit, so you can put it on top of your monitor. You can put it on your game shelf. You can put it on your manga shelf. Heck, you can put it anywhere you want, and it'll just be able to hang over the edge as long as there's some space for her glutamus maximus. Lum is definitely the model poster child of classic anime waifus and is just a very appealing looking character. Unfortunately, this figure fails to capture any of that charm and desire that us old school anime fans want from a figure like this. Of course, for the price, you can't expect a work of art, but it's fair to at least expect something that won't have you scratching at your eyeballs and tearing down your shelf in disgust. It kind of looks like a bootleg, but I assure you, this figure is legit. I give this figure my final rating of a big fat F. It's just an overall failure that can't get anything right. If anything, this figure might just be worth it for the desk, to display other noodle stopper type figures. But even with that, I just can't recommend it. Either way, what's done is done, and I'll just move on to the next Urusei Yatsura figure in due time. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Tell me guys what you think of this figure down below, and I will see you guys next week for Figure Friday. Take care, and bye bye.